Good morning, 8th standard. This is social science class, and today I'm going to discuss block 5. In the discussion, we will discuss all the related questions from worksheet, practice questions, and additional questions. So get ready with your content book, notebook, worksheet, and the stationery. Do the changes if really it is necessary. And in the evening, you will get your assessment also. So please attend that also. In the discussion, first of all, we will discuss our worksheet. So open your worksheet, that is S1, causes of decline. Write whether true or false, correct the false statement. So you can do by your own. Describe any two causes. So you can describe any of the two causes, maybe the Jagirdari system or the weekend of the army. Question number third. Imagine that you are a minister in the Mughal Empire. What will advise the emperor regarding policies which will save the empire from decline? So, what may suggestion you can give? So that is asked. So, according to me, I would advise the emperor to stop the wars in Deccan, which were draining the royal treasury. I would also ask him to make friends with groups such as Rajputs so that the Rajput can provide resources to the Mughal Empire. Moving further to the S2, match the column. This also you can do by your own. Question number second, write two sentences each describing the rise of Marathas, Sikh, Rajput against the Mughals. In Marathas were led by the powerful and capable Peshwas such as Balaji Vishwanath, Bajirao, and Balaji Rao. With a strong army and economy, they extended the Maratha Empire and collected taxes like Chauth and Sarb Deshmukhi from Mughal provinces. And what about Sikh? Guru Gobind Singh organized the Sikh into a group of warriors called Khalsa to fight against the Mughals. When foreign invaders attacked the Mughal Empire, the Sikh took the opportunity to capture Punjab and Jammu. What about Rajputs? Rajputs were angered by Aurangzeb's policy of religious intolerance, hence, they rebelled against the Mughals. Many Rajput principalities like Jaipur, Jodhpur, and Udaipur declared independence. However, they were unable to unite to emerge as a powerful kingdom. Now come to the question number third. If you were a Mughal ruler, how would you stop the regional powers from becoming strong? So you can write to your own point of view, but here is the sample answer. If I were a Mughal emperor, I would try to make friends with the regional rulers, through marriage alliances, and be tolerant towards other religion and beliefs. This would help me get the support of regional rulers and keep a check on their power. Now come to the S3. Here is the S3, match the column. This you can do by your own. Here, write two sentences each on the rise of Awadh, Mysore, and Bengal. So, about Awadh, Awadh was one of the Mughal provinces. When Mughal authority declined, Governor Sadat Khan declared independence. Sadat Khan and his successors ensured economic prosperity, discipline, and military strength in the region. Mysore. When the Vijayanagar Empire broke down, Mysore emerged as one of the independent kingdoms. The region prospered under Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan. Strong governance an army, and the flourishing trade and agriculture made the state very powerful. Now come to the Bengal. Murshid Quli Khan was a governor of Bengal appointed by the Mughals. When the Mughal power declined, he declared independence. Trade was promoted as Bengal was an important port for inland as well as external trade. This made Bengal economically very powerful. Now come to the question number third. What may happen when a strong empire that rules almost the whole country is replaced by smaller independent regional powers? So here also you can write your own point of view, but here is the sample answer. When a strong empire that rules almost the whole country is replaced by smaller independent regional kingdom, the power is divided. There may be a lack of unity among the regional powers. Constant clashes and wars may take place. Foreign invaders may take advantage of the situation and attack. Now, open your book and the notebook, and we will go for practice questions. First question. How did Nadir Shah affect the Mughal Empire? Take the correct answer. So here, third one is correct. Second, what led to the economic bankruptcy in the Mughal Empire? Here you can write about the Jagirs and second thing you can write about the Deccan expensive wars, and a large amount of money was also spent on the maintaining the army, art and architecture that emptied the royal treasury also. Now come to the question number third. How did the war of succession after Aurangzeb's death affect the Mughal Empire? War of succession after Aurangzeb meant constant fighting over who would take over the rule of Mughal Empire. The empire was not united because of these wars. The wars were also very expensive and contributed to the draining of wealth of empire. These are the true false. You can write by your own. I hope so. First false, B false, third false, only D is true. Now fifth question. How did the decline of Mughal Empire led to the rise of the Marathas? So this question, it is written clearly in the book that in 18th century, the Mughal Empire began to show the sign of declining. Aurangzeb conducted many wars against the Marathas in Deccan, which were very expensive and weakened the Mughal Empire. The Maratha state was ruled by powerful Peshwa or prime ministers such as Balaji Vishwanath, Balaji Rao, and the Balaji Baji Rao. Under their leadership, the Maratha kingdom was expanded into an empire. They fought against the Mughal army and weakened them. Now, what do you know about the Khalsa? Why was it important? The Khalsa was a military association of the Sikhs. It was founded by Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Sikh Guru. The Khalsa was important because it united the Sikh into a warrior group that fought against the Mughals. Later, it led to the establishment of 12 missals and finally the foundation of the Sikh Empire. Come to the question number 7 that you can do by your own. Question number 8. Hyder Ali was the ruler of Mysore. He built a strong army and administration and developed the trade and economy. Question number 9. How did Awadh become a strong regional power? Saadat Khan, one of the governors of Mughal provinces, made Awadh a strong regional power. He built a strong administration, army, and economy. His successor, Safdar Jung, also extended the power of Awadh. Now come to the hot question, Aurangzeb's policy. Do you think the policies of Aurangzeb led to the decline of Mughal Empire? If agree, then give reason for your answer. Aurangzeb carried out many policies which contributed to the decline of Mughal Empire. The expansionist policy of Aurangzeb was one of the main factors that led to the economic bankruptcy in the Mughal Empire. The Deccan Wars, fought to expand the empire, were long drawn and expensive. These drained the empire of its resources. Aurangzeb was also intolerant of other religions and turned former allies like the Rajputs against him. It also led to the other regional powers such as the Jats and Sikh rising against the Mughals. Now come to the additional questions. Write three causes of the decline of Mughal Empire. So these three causes you can write by your own. Why do you think the Rajputs did not rise as a major power? So as you know that Rajput kingdoms was also divided into several parts such as Mewar, Awadh, sorry not Awadh, Jaipur. So like this they were not united. The Rajputs could not rise as a major power because they too were very busy in fighting among themselves. There was no unity in the Rajput court. Question number third, how did the Marathas rise as a regional power? So this question was repeated. You can write only one of the question or you can write both of the questions but write the same answers. Same answer for the both. The Maratha rulers appointed their Peshwas or Prime Minister to rule the Maratha state while remaining the nominal head. Under the leadership of powerful Peshwas such as Balaji Vishwanath, Bajirao and Balaji Bajirao, the Maratha Empire expanded. They had a strong army and administration. After Aurangzeb's death, Balaji Vishwanath made a deal to collect taxes from Mughal provinces, mainly in the Deccan. This increased the power of Marathas. Now come to the question number 4. Describe how Bengal rose to power. As the Mughal authority declined, the governor of Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan, declared independence. Trade was hugely promoted under his reign. Bengal did not suffer from any internal or external threats. So these were the reason of becoming powerful of Bengal. Now question number 5. Why did Rajputs turn against Aurangzeb? Several times it was discussed that Rajputs were unhappy with Aurangzeb's policy of religious intolerance. As a result, though they were allies at one time, they rose against the Mughal Empire. Now come to the question number 6. Imagine that you are a historian. Write an account of the downfall of the Mughal Empire with a paragraph each on the causes and effects. So you can write your own point of view, but here is the sample answer. Due to the harsh and unfair policies and religious intolerance of Aurangzeb, the Rajputs, who were allies of Mughals, turned against him. Many regional groups such as Jats, Sikh, and Satnamis rebelled. The Mughal Empire had suffered from an economic crisis. The Jagirdar crisis was a big factor that caused an economic setback to the Mughal Empire. There was a high demand for Jagirs or cultivable lands. However, land was not available in surplus. Hence, crown lands were converted to Jagirs and given way to nobles and Mughal officers. This reduced the wealth in royal treasury. After Aurangzeb's death, the Mughal Empire the Mughal army and administration weakened under weak successors. This in turn helped the foreign invaders like Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali to loot and plunder Delhi. With the decline of Mughal Empire, many regional kingdoms came to power. The major regional powers were the Marathas, the Rajputs, and the Sikhs. The kingdom of Awadh, Bengal, and Mysore also became independent regional powers. I hope you understood it. Do the changes if really it is required. If you have done your question answers, need not to do it again. Do your work in a nice handwriting so that I can also check it easily. Thank you and have a nice day.